I'll just say it. No one else will say it. I'll say it. Kamala was a queen last night. She was.
It's very brave of you.
When Maya Rudolph does that on Saturday Night Live, to be a queen doing the queen.
I think the real star, though, was The Fly.
Yes, I heard. Stephen Colbert, a comedian, said that that's how much crap Pence attracts, that he has flies on his head now. That's just good stuff. It's just good stuff. I gotta admit, I fought through it. It was just, I was bored.
You watched the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
No. Did you?
No, I ducked out.
No,
Apparently, I missed all the action. I missed The Fly. I missed the Pence winning the debate. I saw the part where Kamala was like, I'm speaking. You need to let me finish.
Well, I saw the New York Times right there making.
Well, there you go.
They're making shirts now. Let me speak, Mr. Vice President. Kamala Harris has not had a difficult rise to the top in her life. I think her dad was a prominent Stanford professor. I think the grandfather. Leave the other stuff out, Steve. I said, Howie Carr smile on your face.
I'm just saying, it couldn't have been easy to do that for Willie Brown.
I think she loved Willie Brown. He's 86 now?
Yeah, very old.
Well, she loved him. I'm not gonna. Love, if they were both of legal age, that's wonderful. I think even on her mom's side, I think her mom's dad was a fairly prominent Indian politician or something, if you want to look that up.
I know she has ancestors who were slaveholders in Jamaica.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you think she should be disqualified for vice presidency because of that?
She should join in paying reparations.
I watched that last night. I was like, geez. I mean, I don't really agree with a lot of his social stuff, but I'm like, boy, when you watch Pence, like, it's so much calmer. It's like,
yeah.
Like, this is, you do wish Trump could talk like that, but if Trump could talk like that, he wouldn't be president. So it's a whole thing.
Well, you know why Mike Pence is so good at debates. It's because he has a career in talk radio.
That's true. He's a legendary fire-breathing conservative radio host, right? Yeah!
Indiana's talking, the Mike Pence Show. Indiana's talking, the Mike Pence Show.
Man, talk radio intros just don't bang like they used to.
Can we... I'm going to obviously demand that is now the open for our show for the next week. Can we get somebody to replace Mike Pence with my name, a woman singing that?
Yeah, I think so. We should be able to find that.
So it wouldn't be Massachusetts.
It would be
Barstool?
Minifans are talking
about the Kirk Minihane Show. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, can we get somebody on that?
Make that work.
Right.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Carano could probably hit those high notes.
That's true. That's a good point. I just like I want the music the same. I like that. That's going to be the new intro for the show.
It's jaunty.
Pence did fine. He did fine. Of course, nobody answers any questions. They ask both of them, the moderator who was, I actually thought she was okay.
I thought she did an all right job.
She said, one of the questions she asked early on was, have you talked to your boss about how old they are and what happens if they can't be president? Now, the idea that Mike Pence would ever have that conversation with Donald Trump. First of all, I don't think Pence and Trump have ever spoken.
They've spoken.
Maybe, but do you think they have a real, do you think Pence is a major policy?
They've got a deal.
Yeah, well,
Pence got a deal worked out, which is Pence takes care of the hardcore base, Christian right, and has to be vice president. Has his way on a few things, and then he never contradicts the president in public.
No, he's been a very loyal soldier.
I think he's got that endorsement coming for when he wants to run for
president. And he'll be the presumptive nominee in 4 years, one way or another. I mean, I don't think Trump's going to run again in 4 years if he loses.
I don't either. No, he's way too old. He's done with it. He's
the guy who's going to be. If he loses, the guy who's president is the same age as Trump.
Yeah, but he knows how many years. He knows he's got a few years left. He wants to enjoy the post presidency.
I think
Donald Trump having fun in the post presidency.
I think he'll be running a TV network or whatever, or doing whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Either way, he's going to have a lot more fun than he's having now.
But I think it's going to be hard. It's just going to be hard to run after Trump in the GOP. It's weird. It's going to be all the oxygen's going to be gone.
It's going to be hard to run without his blessing, for sure.
Yeah, he's a kingmaker.
Yeah.
I don't think Donald Trump Jr. would run in 4 years. I think that'd be a bad move.
Yeah, it'll take a little while.
I would let Pence...
There will be a Trump run.
In 4 years?
No, I'm saying someone in the Trump family. Ivanka, Don Jr.
I think both of them will run.
I could see Don running for mayor of New York just as for a publicity stunt like his dad did a couple of times.
I could see Don Jr. I told you this, saying he's got some hunting cabin in Oklahoma and being a senator there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, because he knows he can't win in New York. So I could see that. No question with his dad, basically endorsing him the whole time.
And he's a a smooth talker too. I don't know if you caught him on Fox and Friends earlier this week.
He's a conversationalist. He's a listener.
He's literally saved Christianity. I mean, there's a full-out war on faith in this country by the other side.
Hey, who's this?
The
That's Don Jr.
Party, the far left, has become the party of the quote.
It doesn't really sound like him when he talks to
us. They want to attack Christianity. They want to close the churches. They want to.
He says his dad has literally saved Christianity.
Well, he has. You disagree with that?
No, not at all.
I mean, I feel like it was a debate void of real highlight or anything. Whatever.
I don't think there were any highlights, and it ends up being a victory for Biden because it doesn't move the needle. And a vice presidential debate was never going to do that.
No, it was a return to civility. What did Mark Ruffalo tweet? A guy who's now famous because he plays a guy who turns green.
He was reflecting on the debate, and he decided that the Pence interrupting Kamala Harris was an example of white supremacy.
Absolutely. Not just an example of a debate.
I thought he treated her like he would treat a man.
Yeah, I thought he was. I don't think he's a fighter. Like, that's not really his style.
I thought he was very polite.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They interrupted each other, but I mean that's how a debate works. She interrupted him plenty of times. I thought that and this just might be my misogynistic, conservative speaking, but I thought that her snarky facial expressions probably did her a disservice.
Like when a woman does that, huh?
Yeah, she probably know her role. You know,
she was. I thought she did fine. I thought both did fine. It was just, I'm watching that, and then my thought was, well, either one of them would actually be a better president than the president above them on the ticket.
Yeah, except for Kamala.
No, she'd be better than Biden.
I don't know. She's way far to the left of Biden. She's going to be the next president.
My point is that she's more aware than Joe Biden.
Maybe more politically savvy. Yeah.
Well, I think just awake.
Yeah, I think she had better instincts to not answer questions. Like, some people think that not answering a question at a debate is like a knock, and I suppose if you frame it right, it could be. But that's really your goal. If you don't want to answer the question,
you have a message and you get across.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, they really don't answer the questions though. Sometimes, like it is really like you're just like, what was? They asked Pence about the Rose the super spreader, and he just got into something. I don't even know.
He talked about how great it was that Amy Coney Barrett was going to restore.
I was like, wow, that was well done.
I thought the question about Supreme Court packing when Kamala took it back to Abraham Lincoln and just invented this completely phony history of Abraham Lincoln's Supreme Court.
That's their job, though, right? That's what they do. Anyway, before we get to the other stuff, I mean, anything that you want to address, social media, Steve, I had 28 text messages from people.
Are you serious?
Yes, including the chief executive officer of Barstool Sports.
Everyone fell for a parody account.
You're not leaving the show?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you saw the tweet.
I saw the tweet. You're going to have to drag me out. I think that was a psyop by Matt Carano.
Oh, you think so?
You had another opportunity to try and get this chair. I also got text messages, by the way.
So I'm like, can you look at the account, please? And there were some people like, what do you expect? This is the way Kirk is. I'm like, I don't know. I think he's doing all right.
Clancy was texting me about who I thought won in the debate and how that.
Kevin Clancy was?
Yes. From time to time, the Barstool people text me for political insight, and he texted me about that, and he was like, "Wait, what's going on with this tweet?" And I was like, "I think it's a joke."
Erica was like, because I quote tweeted it as a joke, and then Erica was like, "What? Do you need help producing, or you need somebody to come in the box?" Which is a great CEO, but I was like, "No, it's my own brother Ryan Minahane's like, what's up with Steve?" I said, look, it's a parody account, you dummy.
If you scroll down like just a few tweets, he's tweeted out a picture of himself on his anniversary.
Well, that's nice.
Hugging his beloved wife.
But I like when people, but to me, I was happy to quote to you because it's a test that are people sharp? Are they paying attention?
Not.
I guess not.
I would say 50-50.
I don't know. Okay. But you're sticking around.
I am. You're going to have to fire me if you want me gone.
Okay. You'll never quit.
I will never quit.
You're never going to quit.
I'm never
perpetuity.
Going to quit. Well, I mean, I suppose.
A one-way perpetuity. You suppose what? You'll retire at some point.
Well, I mean, I could foresee some circumstances in which, like if you tried to murder me or something.
Well, I'm saying, let's say everything stays normal.
Yeah, everything stays normal. No.
What age do you want to retire?
I don't know if I ever could actually officially retire.
Why not?
I think once you retire, the only thing left is dying.
Well, you can find some other hobbies.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be working on a book. I'll be farming, running my B&B.
All right. Any news on the B&B or no?
No.
You haven't even done like the dream. You don't do the dream real estate searches everybody does once in a while?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Seen anything good lately or no? It's a good time. Well, it's not a good time to buy.
I saw a teardown in Damerscotta.
Really?
Yeah.
Of a B&B or?
Yeah.
Oh, how much was it?
It's like $400,000.
But it's just the land.
No, it wasn't. I don't know if it was a teardown in the classical sense, but you would have had to spend $800,000 million just to make it habitable. It was awful.
Yeah. I mean, is there, well, you would know better than me. I don't know if the money's there.
Well, we're not going to spend $800,000 or even try to get like a business loan to do repairs. It was just an awful old farmhouse.
Yeah.
Just spooky.
On the water or no?
No.
But you kind of want to be on the water there or no?
It was close. It was walking distance to downtown. It was a good location, but just like there was asbestos.
That's not
awful.
Good. That's not good.
It was gross.
All right. What do we got?
Well, Big Cat's going to be joining us
9:45
in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything specifically you want to talk with him
Well, I know
about.
you want to battle with him
stuff.
about the NBA. Ratings. Go woke, go broke.
Sophia Franklin.
Yeah. By the way, I am doing the Erica's podcast tomorrow.
Are you going to do it from here? Or you
I am not.
Okay.
No,
right.
that's fine. Yeah, what was the story I wanted to start with?
Stern.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about Stern. I will say that Radio Gunk show. I listened to it this morning a little bit while I was running, and actually, the great enemy of the program, DEC, was on there as a guest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and their contention was, and I never thought of this. The woman Monique who does it does a good job. The other guy's pretty good too. Is that this story is just a plant by Stern's agent, total plant. Like, and I thought about that. I was like, why am I believing that's
true?
Like, I'm listening to it more and more. Like, this makes, because it literally makes no sense. And one of these guys said it. I think the other guy said it. Might even been DC. Like, Dave is a bigger star than Stern right now.
Totally.
Like,
yeah.
it's not even. That's
not even close.
We're gonna have a guy on the 45 minutes who's a bigger star than Stern now. Like, I don't. Stern has had a bigger career. He's a bigger historical figure.
Yeah.
But he's irrelevant now. Like, if I'm Barstool, I'm like, we're bringing in a crazy young audience. I don't know that's the other thing. You just don't know anything. There is no way. I was dead wrong. 180 degree. My Monique and Radio Gun crowd turned me around completely. There is no way on God's green earth Sirius offered Stern $120 million a year. No fucking chance. This is a plant. I bet you negotiations are going shitty. They're panicking. Stern does not want to try anything on his own because here's the truth. And look, Stern has a bigger audience even, I guess, right now than we do. I'm sure he does. The truth is we would drag, I feel more confident with my audience loyalty if we went somewhere else. We could drag people places. Who the fuck's going to follow Stern anywhere? Look at some buzz initially. Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody. They were right. I was so wrong in this yesterday. Dead wrong. This is a total fucking plant by Stern's agent, Don Buchwald. I have no doubt. No question in my mind. Stern talked about this yesterday, you said?
Well, he's quoted in that story.
What does he say?
He says that he had no idea about this.
Right.
He'd never received this offer. He'd never seen this offer. Has no idea what's going on, but he'll accept it if Sirius wants to offer it. Is what he's
I
said,
bet.
according to the New York Post.
I bet he would.
So it's kind of a scummy move on his part if he knew that his agent was trying to spread those rumors.
Look, I'm speculating, but also, by the way, agents can do that without the clients knowing about it.
Well, of course.
I mean, that happens all the time. But
when you see that story, doesn't he reach out and say, "Hey, what's going on with this?"
There's no chance. That doesn't make any business sense at all for Sirius. He works 3 days a week, 3 hours a day. A lot of that show, my understanding, is like bits, pre-produced stuff, old interviews they'll play during the show. It's 9 hours of content a week.
It's warmed over. It's just recycled
and
shit. And interviews with Hillary Clinton.
It's 100 shows a year, basically. It's like he works like 23 weeks. Like he literally has like 20 weeks off, whatever it is. Well, I guess 3 days a week. So 40 weeks, I think, or 39 weeks. I mean, he's off 13, 14 weeks.
Well, he probably does the Alex Trebek on a few of these, right?
What's that?
Because they don't seem incredibly timely. Just record a bunch on,
I don't know. Yeah,
on Monday and then take the rest of the week off.
I think because they do newsy stuff, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Of course, we're doing 2 today, so who am I to say? But I don't think so. I don't know, but I think I was dead wrong on this one. It's actually, they did a good job on that podcast, but I don't see it. And if I'm Barstool, I am thinking like, fuck, you're letting us go? You're letting down. Now, I mean, they may say, I don't know. But yeah, Stern says, I'm ready to take the deal if I can get it. It sounds awesome. I bet he does. So I don't know. My guess is that they're not even close to being done.
Well, it's easy to do the math and just say there are 50,000 people that are going to roll with Howard Stern no matter what.
Right.
And then you just say, okay, it's $22 to $28 a month, depending on what subscription they have for Sirius.
But nobody's paying $22 a month for Sirius. No fucking way.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've called up and said, hey, I'm going to cancel my subscription. They get a better deal. So I'm just saying you can do the math out to figure out the range of money Howard Stern is making for Sirius. And you have to have a pretty big audience number beyond what we both think that audience number would be in order to make him just break even for the company. So
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
It all works out for Dave, though, to be able to put himself in the position of saying, look, do you want Barstool or do you want an irrelevant Howard Stern for $100 million?
Well, I just think, like Dave said, and he's right. They'll drag that crowd anywhere, whether they do it in-house, whether they go somewhere else, where I don't think Stern feels he can do that. He's right. I mean, when you don't put in the effort for 10 years, your audience is not going to follow. If you work hard and you do a good show, they'll be loyal and kind. I mean, again, just picture like Barstool, Dave or Erica doing that video that we played from Stern a few months ago where he's talking about, remember having Lady Gaga? Remember that seminar video they did?
Oh, when he was bitching at his employees.
I mean, just imagine actually I could see Dave doing that maybe. But it'd be
funnier.
It would be much funnier. But it's just, also, by the way, they would acknowledge they did it.
Yes.
Like Stern doesn't. It's so weird. Stern got away from regular radio because he wanted to do whatever he wanted. And then he went to satellite and eventually did a show that he could easily do on regular radio. It's just strange.
I'd like to know what all 40 of his employees do.
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying 40. I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
But I mean, if you think about it, I mean, what is the biggest number of employees it would take to do what Stern's doing? 10, 15?
I mean, it's 3 days a week.
Yeah.
3 days a week. I mean, I don't know how many... what podcast, what are the huge, I mean, Part of My Take has how many employees in their podcast? One?
I think it's 3 or 4.
Outside of Big Cat and PFT?
I think it's Hank, PFT, Big Cat, and then one other guy.
Oh, so 2. We'll ask him.
I think.
2.
Yeah.
Rogan, 2, 3?
Yeah. I guess when you get that big, maybe you need more people to manage like incoming like brand advertising requests, that kind of thing.
If we go somewhere else in a year or two, we'll have 5 or 6 employees probably. Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Me, you... We'll have a couple of people. We'll have people, at the most, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna be more than 10.
No, God, no. Yeah. Well, why? I mean, even if it became the biggest thing in the world, you wouldn't need 10.
No,
I don't think.
It's bizarre. Does he have makeup people? Maybe.
I think he does. Well, he has Ralph Cirillo's like his hair stylist, and I don't think I'm going to use that. I mean, they have like I guess production, but they don't have TV anymore.
Well, they do.
They do.
They have a serious video component. They're one of the few serious shows.
But they used Howard Stern used to have like a
legit TV channel, yeah. But I think that they've still got some video element.
So when I see Chris Rock or whatever, that's what that is.
Yeah,
but that doesn't seem that different than what we do. Really, I mean
I was gonna say we've got a video element.
It looks nicer, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean they've got someone swinging the camera, so it adds a little bit of perspective to the shot. I mean, I suppose we could have Justin in here moving the camera around you if you wanted.
And Justin's going to be here next week.
Yes.
Okay. That's Wednesday.
Yes.
What else are we doing that day?
We are going to Milton's.
You're looking forward to that?
Yes.
Okay. And this is Milton's greatest test. A week, wouldn't you say?
It's yes.
I mean, can they do it? Yes.
I mean, they made Mike look good.
They did make Mike look good. Yes. I mean, this is though the ultimate test. Can they make intern Justin look like a not just a human being, but a passable, attractive young guy on the rise, on the come, as they say?
A panty dropper.
A what?
Make him into a panty dropper.
A panty dropper?
Yeah.
Yes. Can they make right? No, yes. I understand what you're saying. Yes. Can they do that? We're going to find out. We are not going to Braintree next week, right?
We're not going to Braintree.
Chestnut Hill.
We're going to Chestnut Hill.
Chestnut Hill. Okay. Milton's, of course, is the store for men, for guys like me, Steve, Mike Geary, intern Justin, and all you guys, and all you women out there want to make your husbands, brothers, boyfriends, whatever, best friends look good. You go to Miltons.com right now. And you get your Michael Kors, you get your Tom Bahama, your Vineyard Vine, your Johnny O's. You do that right now. The original sponsor of Kirk Minihane, the guy you're talking to right now, the guy you listen to every day who gives you his blood, sweat, and tears every day. Milton's heard this guy talking fucking baseball 10 years ago. I was like, I want to get in business with this guy. There's something great there. They have that kind of vision. Think of the vision they have from a clothing perspective, right?
If they can identify talent, they can identify the brands that are going to make men look good.
What is it? What's the dress? Haberdashers. Is that what they are?
Yeah, haberdashery.
Haberdashery. That always to me felt like it was something you would put on food.
Horseradish. Is what you're thinking of.
No, I know what horseradish is. Horseradish.
Like
horseradish.
Hors-d'oeuvres?
No, I know. I'm just saying the word itself sounds like it would be in the food world, doesn't it? I'll put some haberdashery on that. No?
I always thought it was like somebody who works with horses for a little while.
Just for a little while.
Yeah.
Then that stopped?
Yeah,
or you were corrected?
Husbandry.
Right.
Husbandry,
when did that
haberdashery.
Stop? When did that stop for you?
I don't know, maybe like junior year of high school.
Okay. Big year for you. All right, you go to Miltons.com and get all the great deals right now. The biggest sale ever, 75% off. Go to Miltons.com or check out the great stores, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, and South Shore Plaza, Braintree, or online at Miltons.com. I mean, let's get to the real story. Steve Robinson staying.
Correct.
But someone's leaving the Minihane family. We had him for a brief time.
Oh.
It was a wonderful star in the sky.
Well, the stars that burned twice as bright burn half as long.
Exactly. I mean, is it better to burn out than to fade away? You know what I'm saying? It's just a great question. Jonathan Soroff, is that, I believe, the gentleman's name?
Yes, Duke graduate.
Duke graduate, man who knows his decades.
Man about town.
The man about town, one of the great.
Friend of the billionaires.
I talked to my friend Stephen Hyden on the podcast yesterday about the rivals. They should do rivalries for everything, and you could have the whole Romney Soroff. It would be a 8-parter, I think.
The almost like Mitt Romney.
Yes. So I read this and I like him more than I did before. That's my problem. See,
same.
Yeah, like
especially the kicker on it.
Yeah.
The kicker on it is what really did it for me.
What, the very end or no?
Yeah, the very end. So it started when he was coming back at the Minifans on Twitter, and like Visionless Dave was just like, relentlessly defending me and making fun of him. And
right.
I don't know if he thought that those were accounts that are like work for us, but right. he took it a little too personally. And you said, hey, it might be a great idea if we have a debate. So I texted him, and I'll read exactly what I texted to him. Basically saying, hey, Kirk thinks it might be a fun idea if we did a debate before the next presidential debate. Is that something that you would be interested in doing? We can have a better tech setup so that you're not fussing with a phone. We could push it out live on YouTube. Let me know if you're interested. No rush. And then never heard back from him.
Okay. You got that? Okay. So he responds to us yesterday, responds to you, and you said a long one from Soroff. Kirk and Steve. I love this guy. Great fun yesterday, but kind of like the fun you have when you try heroin and then vomit as you're coming down. He doesn't like that I like him, but I can't help it. I love this guy. It's not necessary. Hold on. I listened to the podcast and received your message, which said, so that's the one you just said, right? I'm not sure I've ever received such a generous offer, except perhaps for when someone actually pays me for my time. I'm also tickled pink that you're both so evolved as to grudgingly profess your fondness for me. And you may have possibly even made it all the way up to, what is that? I didn't even pronounce that for me, Steve. I can't say that.
Oh, I haven't.
Australopithecus. What is that? You should know that. That's your kind of word.
Oh, is it Australopithecine? He's saying that you're an earlier species of hominid. I think he's going beyond Neanderthal a few hundred million years earlier.
I love this guy. And while I'm willing to overlook the fact that I'm a subject of derision among your highly enlightened audience, behold, my field is fresh out of fucks to give. Allow me to clarify a few things. Stop it. One, claiming to go into a debate with an open mind after insulting one's opponent with third-grade virtuosity while introducing them as a bad look, even for a medium as boorish as yours.
The boorish, the medium is boorish. Okay.
The medium of podcasting is boorish?
I suppose.
Okay. So is Shanghaiing them. We were scheduled to talk at 10 a.m., as I'm guessing it's your standard move to ask your guests to start earlier as a way of making them look bad. Is that true? I don't know. I don't think.
I thought long and hard about this because
you seem to have some. You seem to feel bad about the.
I do, because we did ask him to come on early, and then we're listening to him fuss around and set up his own.
It's
tape
funny.
recorder.
I wouldn't care if somebody did that to me.
It was really funny, but we were just sitting here snickering for 30 seconds while he was setting up, and I was like, why is that so funny?
Because it's funny. I don't know.
It's like that's why I left it in, is because it was funny to
us. Why are the Three Stooges funny? I don't know. It's funny. We were scheduled to talk at 10. Yes. For what it's worth, my audio recorder is tricky to operate. But I could have built a nuclear warhead while still following the drift of your gibberish. I love this guy.
I know.
When I answered the phone at 9:45 as a courtesy to you, I told you I wasn't ready, needed to get out of my office, etc., and you kept running the audio. Even a rank amateur would have edited that out, since I can't imagine it was terribly compelling to your audience. But then again, by my reckoning, neither was your banter. And if it wasn't a punk move on your part, I can only conclude it was sheer incompetence. You see, I've done more radio and TV in 30 years than you've ever listened to.
I don't know about that.
Okay. And even the greatest producer would have tightened that up. So thanks for that. Can't say it inspires much confidence in your professionalism. That to me is a shot at Steve Robinson.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
and not entirely unwarranted.
No, I think it's fair, but I mean, I think it's also funny. It's funny. Like, I have no idea who he is. He doesn't know who we are. This is great. This is perfect.
It was a punk move on my part.
Why?
Because he came on earlier. He didn't think that segment was being recorded.
What kind of sounds did he make? Let me hear. I have the tape.
It is funny, right?
It's funny. It makes me laugh. Plus, the guy's a total douchebag. Like, I like him, but he's an asshole. Like, it's funny to make an asshole look bad. He is an asshole.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I don't like him. I do like him. Number 2. We got a ways to go here.
I thought I gave him a good treatment with the promos. There were a couple of times he made jokes. I tweeted him out. I tried to make him look good.
Well, he doesn't need us to make him look good. You're about to find out why. Yeah. Speaking of which, this is number 2. I may indeed be just, quote, some writer for Boston Magazine, end quote. But for the last 30 years, I was the lead columnist for Improper Boston Magazine, which you can get for how much?
Improper Bostonian.
Improper Bostonian. So how much did that cost?
It was expensive, wasn't it?
I thought it was like free. Wasn't the one you got in the thing? No?
No,
I thought a different one? Okay, yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, either way, we can disagree on that one. I've also written for Royal Academy Magazine, the South China Morning Post.
Hold on a second. Royal Academy? Hold on a second. What is this?
In other publications, I'm sure
Royal
YouTube.
Academy
Magazine.
Magazine?
Yeah. Giving us his resume.
RA Magazine. Royal Academy of Arts.
How's it look?
Published 4 times a year.
Not bad. The South China Morning News, a Post rather, and other publications I'm sure you're too busy reading Kierkegaard to bother with. Your contention that my billionaire source was fake or the quote was manufactured is both insulting and untrue. As it happens, I do know all the people you mentioned by name. And yes, their contact info is in my phone, although I haven't used the term speed dial in, well, ever. I can confirm that none of them was my source. But grasping at them as the only likely possibility suggests several things. Neither of you bothered to do even a scintilla of research before having me on as your guest, which is, by the way, true.
Yes.
And neither of you have the slightest idea who I am, which is also true. I don't like anybody. True, yes. I don't mean to be a dick. The guy's 1,000 Twitter. That's totally fine. Red has more Twitter followers than this guy does. I think that's actually true.
It's true.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. So, I mean, we're talking about just a zero, but that's okay. It doesn't mean he's not entertaining. He's very entertaining. That makes me happy. And by all means, let's keep it that way. Google searches are so time consuming when one's busy reveling in one's own superiority. Additionally, the fact that your impoverished idea of the people of consequence in the city is limited to the owners of Major League sports franchises says something about your level of sophistication. In any case, the point of this little exercise in name dropping is twofold. It proves to me that you're either sloppy, lazy, or some combination of the two, or O, fuck you sideways with a chainsaw for questioning my journalistic integrity. This guy is the greatest. He's the fucking greatest.
See,
you know what I'll say to Jonathan? I believe you then.
Yeah.
I believe him.
I wish
I don't at either of you, but okay, go ahead.
I wish that he wrote that well in Boston Magazine. I feel like
Bostonian or Boston Magazine.
He used to. Yeah. I feel like he put more time into his email to us than he put into that column about Trump.
This is longer. I mean, well, how about the South China Morning Post?
Is that one owned by the Communist Party?
Could be. This is where it becomes a real shot, Steve. Number 3, your kind offer of better equipment reminds me of my days at Boston Herald Radio, where we had to share microphones with our guests because most of them were broken, although that sounds positively state-of-the-art compared to your podcast. Of the dozens I've done, I might point out. You passed on my offer to use a better microphone, but I suspect that might also have been a way of casting me in the worst possible light. Several fistfuls of salient points and factual corrections were lost to your incessant, inane jabbering. Okay, number 4, which brings me to my final point. The sole purpose of your podcast seems to be for you to sit in your little echo chamber, listening to the sounds of your own intellectually dishonest voices, which I find tedious. But it was heartening to learn that it's enjoyed immensely by a lot of people who spend more time on Twitter than I can fathom. They have jobs, hobbies, lives. No, and no. Not, I mean, does you want me to answer that for you? In any case, I wouldn't want to rain on your nonstop parade of self-congratulatory, cerebral posturing, using, I might add, meaningless stock phrases meant to sound authoritative and erudite, invented facts that you find under a rock or spin out of whole cloth, and junior varsity insults when you run out of the other two. I can think of a million more amusing things to do next Thursday to engage in a battle of wits with unarmed opponents, which I've always found to be a waste of my time. For reference, reread part of my column entitled Bargaining. I hope you won't be disappointed to learn that I don't hate either of you, because in order to hate someone, you have to care about them. You two just give me a headache. Yours ever, Jonathan Soroff. I love this guy. How great is that? It's so great.
I opened my email and saw your text, and I was like, oh, here we go.
My text?
No, the subject line. The subject line of his email to me was your text.
I mean, like, this guy is going to be, like, on the OG show in, like, 3 weeks, right?
He's got to be.
How about Soroff? I hate her. Soroff Dill.
Two peas in a pod.
Oh, true. Too similar. Yeah. Right? But I mean, just a nightmare.
Yeah. It'd be like.
But here's the difference, though.
It'd be like two black holes.
Right. Here's the difference, though. She sucks. Like, she's just zero. This guy's awesome.
That's true.
This guy's great.
And we do know that Dill is very thirsty to be part of the Barstool world.
Right,
so the problem is, it's gonna take a little while because Jonathan is going to need to spend a little bit of time in the cold. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah,
he's clearly loving the Twitter and fighting with everybody. Right. So he might get another bit of juice today, but then so
I would say the cloud goes over the sun,
yeah,
and then things get very cold, and then he starts waving his arms, and then before you know it, he is literally going to be in here with Steve and Tim from Canton shitting in the fucking in the kitty litter. I mean, this guy is so great. I will not allow people to criticize. I mean,
I think it's my fault.
Why you got
leaving in the audio? If I hadn't left in the audio, I think we'd be fine. I think it would be begrudgingly taking us up on the audio.
But the audio is not that bad.
No, it wasn't.
It's funny.
But it lacked professionalism. And it was a punk move by a green producer.
Guys on more radio and TV, I've never heard him anywhere. I'm saying this. I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm saying shame on Kirk and Callahan. Shame on this show. Shame on everybody. This guy should have a platform. I'd give him a show. Do a show.
He should. How has he not been a guest with Marjorie?
I bet he's been out with them. But they probably treat him like he's normal. That's the thing. They just agree with him. It's stupid groupthink.
Yeah.
We need this guy in our lives. I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. Jesus.
Should we send him something? I mean, he did leave his address at the end of his email.
I mean, what? Hey, I don't think he'll like that.
Some cheese from Smith's family.
That might. Maybe some cough drops or something. I don't know. I don't know what to send him. Who knows? I don't know. Fuck you sideways with a chainsaw for questioning my journalistic integrity. What's your favorite line? What's your favorite line of the thing?
Well, that's a good one. I think for me, it's the kicker, though. I hope you're not upset that I don't hate you.
I like that. Where's the one I like? When you try heroin and then vomit it coming down. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This guy's awesome.
He's a better writer than we gave him credit for.
He's a great writer. Yeah. This guy's great. I am not going to, I know he doesn't like the fact that I like him, but I'm sorry. We like him.
Jonathan, I hope you don't hate the fact that we love you.
I love you. I love you. So, I mean, and I care about you. So and as usual, my producer fucked it up.
Yes.
The fucking child. That was funny. You saw the dirty looks I was giving you while the coughs were going on the other day. I was giving you the edit sign.
You were.
Ironically, you didn't scrub audio. You kept it. So, why that's funny is like asking why it's funny that somebody gets hit in the balls. Like, it's just fun. It's life is funny sometimes. People, please reach out to John Soroff and let him know we want to have him in the world. Or your theory is maybe not. Maybe turn your back collectively on him and let him feel how cold it gets.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just natural. I mean, they can reach out to him today, give him that little burst of adrenaline when he sees everybody wants to know what he's doing.
But by next Tuesday, he's just going to be like her, like Dill, or like...
I don't know. Maybe he gets an awful lot of buzz off those Boston Magazine columns.
What's he been? If you look him up anywhere, where's he been on? I don't... Had you ever heard of him?
Well, he's been interviewed. I mean, it's like it's a very small part of Boston society. Like wealthy, elite, super liberal, the people who care about improper Bostonian, the people who care about Boston Magazine,
right?
So the people who live in the suburbs of Boston and go to the parties, the fundraisers for the Museum of Fine Arts, that kind of thing.
Well,
the hoity-toity people, the people who don't listen to sports radio.
Right. I don't listen to sports radio.
Well, yeah, you're kind of hoity-toity.
I don't feel like I am. I don't think that's true. You think that's true? What else is going on? God, I love this guy. Love him. Love him, love him, love him. We should have started with him. Love him.
Well, I've got the Sophia Franklin trailer for her new podcast.
I have to, can I just say, like, maybe I'm just a I kind of feel bad for her. I mean, she fucked up. I feel like the Barstool people are, and I think I'm guilty of doing this, but I think they are like totally spiking the football on somebody who is just like, what is, you know what I mean? It's over.
I think it very easily could be that Sophia is at Barstool and Alex is on her own, and everyone's saying, yeah, Sophia, and spiking the football on Alex.
Although it seems like Alex,
it just needed to be a couple of different moments of intriguing on one of their parts. Like if Sophia had broke quicker and gone to Dave and be like, hey, I'll do it for $150,000 a year, Alex would have been cast out.
It's called Sophia with an F?
Yeah, for Sloot Media.
What is Sloot Media? I don't know that.
They just created it.
Oh, it's brand new.
Get it? Like Slut Media? Sloot Media?
Oh, is this a Nelson Franklin collaboration?
I mean, it must be.
It's weird. So they have the teaser, which you'll play in a second. So, like, obviously, if you don't remember, she was the co-host of Caller Daddy and all that.
Oh, hold on a second. Mm-hmm. Sloot Media might not be her own original creation.
I don't think it is.
Hold on a second. The Daddy Gang is on it. They're investigating on Reddit.
Okay. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, the side of the mix. But like it's weird. The clip that they don't play actual. Do you have it?
Yes.
Oh, so it's like a minute teaser.
Yeah, less
for a new podcast. It's weird though. Go ahead.
Sophia was just a phase.
I wonder how she's enjoying unemployment.
What is she doing now?
She got greedy.
She
didn't even tell us. So stop real quick. They're playing like those sound like actors to me.
They are.
Why wouldn't they just play real sound? That's way more authentic.
Because I think the producer's vision here is to set up all of the speculation and all of the theories, and she's down, she's out, she's nobody, she's irrelevant.
But you could do that with actual people, though. Like, you could have Alex Cooper talk about it, Dave talking about it, news people talking about it.
Then you'd have to have a producer go find all those examples.
Well, isn't that their job?
I suppose.
I mean, I know you're...
it's a little bit cleaner if you just... yes, go ahead.
I'm trying to see what... Some people would refer to you as a producer. I'm trying to see which number is the best one to go with. Green. Is green, right, yes. Oof. Jeez.
Fucking buried me.
He hates you.
Buried.
It's bad. Oh, you're even the greenest producer would have tightened that up, so thanks for that. Not very professional.
Nope.
So go ahead. It just sounds so fake. Go ahead.
She
didn't even tell us her side.
She ruined her career.
Her career is done.
Losing clout daily.
She did this over a guy.
Hey, bitch. You're still canceled.
So what I'm getting is you guys want to hear more from me. Hey everybody, it's me, Sophia. I'm back and I have a brand new podcast. It's
I'm good. I can't. It's just not for me. I'm sure it'll do great. Well, good luck. But that's just not for me to listen to. But why do they do it? That's weird. No?
I don't think so. I think it's
not authentic sounding.
But I think it's designed to sound like those are all TikTok videos. Those are all Instagram videos. Okay. And when she left to Call Her Daddy, it was such a fucking sensation that every single person in the country was talking about it. It's supposed to be like a movie montage.
But it sounds more impressive when you have voices that you know that are big voices talking about it. Then it sounds like bigger.
Yeah, maybe they didn't want to give Portnoy.
That's a good, the publicity.
No, I mean like the nod. They didn't want to have any throwbacks to the Barstool area. Maybe they're trying to move on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What the fuck is she going to talk about?
The same things that she was talking about on Call Her Daddy, blowjobs.
It seems like Call Her Daddy's doing fine without her, though, right?
It doesn't seem like they've missed a beat, no. And I say that having not seen any download numbers or anything, but it seems like it's still a highly rated podcast, still making tons of money.
Well, good for them.
They're rolling along, getting big guests like Miley Cyrus.
That's true. They did Miley Cyrus on, huh? All right. What else is up before we bring Dan on here? Anything you want to get to quickly? Any sound? Any songs? Any
major endorsement by the Boston Globe.
For Joe Biden?
Yeah.
I saw that. They talked to 12 totally random people, and they came up with that, right?
Yeah. It's
fucking unbelievable. Just fucking so stupid. God, 4 years ago, I was so excited. Now I'm actually kind of like, can we kind of just get this over with? I'm officially worn out. Oh, and you
just want to get to the exciting part.
The virtual
which
debate?
is the contested election.
Biden by himself in the virtual debate next week?
I think that's the other big, I guess the bigger news from this morning.
Big news. Well,
I guess there's the video last night of Trump saying that he wants to make the Regeneron product, remdesivir, free for everybody.
Yes,
the antibodies
nice.
that he got. So great. Socialized medicine. I'm
right.
sure that'll
That's
work.
a good Republican, strategy.
Yeah.
So the second debate, which is next week, right?
Yeah.
Is now the Commissioner of Presidential Debates says we want this to be a virtual debate.
Yes, they came out unilaterally and made that surprise announcement this morning.
Right. So the president says, no, we're not doing that. His spokesman, he said, I'm not doing a virtual.
I heard that the commission a little while ago changed the debate style, and that's not acceptable to us. I beat him easily in the first debate, according to the polls that I've seen, but I beat him easily. I felt I beat him easily. I think he felt it too. He wouldn't answer any questions, and he had the protection of Chris Wallace all night long. It was I thought Chris Wallace was a disaster, but I beat him in the first debate. At the second debate, we have a never Trumper as a host, but that's okay because I beat him in the second debate also. And but I'm not going to do a virtual debate.
So then the Trump spokesman said we're just going to do a live rally. We're not.
Bill Stepien, who by the way is recovering from coronavirus.
Oh, that's right. Trump. He has it too. Right? Okay. So no, but I mean. Will there be a live second debate or no?
I think that you're going to see Trump walk this back because this is the second time this week that President Trump has owned something that the Democrats want him to own. The first one was the stimulus thing. He comes out and says, no more stimulus. And the Democrats are like, great, you own it. Fucking awesome.
Why wouldn't he want, what's the downside of doing a virtual debate?
Well, there's
this. Silence them or?
Yes. First of all, that gives the moderator a mute button, like de facto. And Biden would also obviously be reading from a teleprompter. Like there's no way to prevent him from getting a few of those sneaky advantages. Even if it is Biden, it's easier for them to pull a deep fake or a
what?
Yeah,
I beg your pardon.
Like a deep fake,
like a actor?
No, not even an actor. Like a digital recreation of Joe Biden,
like a CGI Joe Biden.
Yeah,
you think that would happen?
Yeah, I mean you saw The Irishman.
I did. You don't actually believe that, right?
They have all the power of Silicon Valley behind them.
They have Hollywood too.
It might not actually happen, but that won't stop me from spreading the theory.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna happen, but. Yeah, it'd also be terrible television.
And I think Trump would be at a disadvantage because he wouldn't be able to overpower.
Yeah, he would seem lost.
And like he did it too much during the first debate, but he does need to have a little bit of the
you can't do that. You can't do that on Zoom. Not really.
No.
Huh. What's interesting? Okay. Yeah,
I think he ends up participating.
Do you think there's any chance they're actually going to do it live though?
No, probably not. If the debate commission has already come in and said this, and I think people will find the idea persuasive that Biden can't be around someone who is potentially still COVID positive. I think people will find that persuasive, so it's a decent argument for Biden.
I actually think that's not an unfair argument.
But I mean, for the first 2 years of his presidency, if he's elected, Biden's going to have to be meeting with people who have a higher risk of COVID exposure. So, like, can he go meet with the Prime Minister of Italy if COVID rates are going off the charts over there?
Can you just talk to him on the phone?
Yeah, I suppose he could, but I mean, still, this is part of American diplomacy that takes part in person. Meetings in the state room. There's like the statecraft of it.
I think that's overrated, though. I've always said, if I was president, I would never leave the country. America first, second, third, and only. That'd be my way.
Yeah,
it's good libertarian thinking. What the fuck we need to go? What fucking go to China for?
Well, there's always like the G7 meetings.
Fuck G7. Fuck them. Fuck all 6 of those guys. Fuck them all in the ass. That's what I say. But yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. So this thing just gets weird. I mean, it's so bizarre watching the two of them last night with those frigging the fucking screens in front of them. And
and then I forget who it was came out. It was some medical journal came out and said, yeah, these plexiglass things don't make a difference because now there's aerosol transmission, and we've seen it spread as far as 16 feet apart. And it's like, so okay, the rule that we've been following since the very beginning of this, 6 feet.
6 feet.
All the little stickers on every gas station, every grocery store you go to, completely fucking meaningless.
Maybe, but maybe not. But they don't know. They have no idea.
But there's no recognition of what we don't know about it. It's like, you need to be 6 feet away. If you're 5 feet, you're a fucking monster and a science denier. But if you're at 6 feet,
you're fine.
Then you're fine. You're following the science. You're believing in the science.
Yeah. I don't know. I know about bespoke posts. That's what I believe in. Boxofawesome.com. That gets you, if you're a guy out there, again, you go to boxofawesome.com, you take a quiz. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. What is that? Just new boxes every month with a bunch of stuff, a bunch of guy stuff, whether it's geared to upgrade your autumn craft beers, cozy threads when the temperatures start dropping, and they're going to start dropping fast. We're looking at the highs in the 30s overnight next week around here. Bespoke Post only sends guys the best stuff every single month. Style and grooming goods, barware, cooking tools, outdoor gear. Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. $45 a month. You can pause it anytime you want. Also free to sign up. Has over $70 worth of gear inside. You know I love it. You go to boxofawesome.com. You get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter code Kirk at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. Enter code Kirk for 20% off your first box. Is that Dan?
That is Dan.
Hello?
Hey, guys.
I have a question for you.
Wait. You guys see this fly?
It's just good. It's good stuff.
It's good political analysis.
Crazy.
It's good.
It's crazy. It was a fly. It
was on his head.
Politics are serious, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Steve's got an axe to grind, so I figured that. By the way, Steve, you didn't tell me that I'm live to tape, so everything I just said cannot be used.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
I laugh every time you guys do that. Every time.
Your statement just acknowledged that you knew we were recording. You had knowledge of the recording, therefore it wasn't secret.
God, into the web you walk into right there. Jeez, what a child.
Right. What's up, guys?
So we were talking about, so I'm you know me, I'm obsessed with all the Stern story, right? So I think Stern, my understanding talking to people, Stern has between 35 and 40 people on his staff. It's serious. On the staff. So you have a major podcast, one of the biggest podcasts in the world. Give me the entirety, outside of you and your co-host, of your staff on Pardon My Take.
Yeah. It is Hank, Henry Lockwood, our producer, Liam Crowley, who's also a producer. So it's basically two guys who do the producing. And then we brought on Jake Marsh as an intern. We hired him. Essentially, he showed up to our interview in a full suit, and we just laughed at it. And we're like, okay, we're going to make you our Darren Ravel, the troll Darren Ravel.
Right.
So he is part of the staff now. And then our intern, Billy Football. So 6 total. But I would say Billy's not, he's doing stuff, but it's not like, his full-time job. He's an intern. He's still in school.
I find it weird. Like like I said, I talk about this all the time. I don't understand. I don't know anybody. I love Stern growing up. I know no one listens to him anymore. From a serious perspective, like I know Barstool's younger. Frankly, their audience is more loyal now. They listen more than they do the Stern. I don't know why Sirius is turning their back on us and embracing Stern. I mean, I know why, I guess intellectually, but I don't understand it.
I think, it's a couple parts. I think one is, I would imagine when Sirius signs someone, it's for that initial pop. And once you get that initial pop, maybe they don't see it, year over year, whereas Stern is, that's pretty much the whole entire company, right? Like Stern is Sirius.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't know who listens to him anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know. I have Sirius, but I couldn't listen to him. I can't remember what I was trying to listen to him for, but you needed an extra Sirius or something for him. So it makes no sense. I agree. It's a crazy thing. And then the other thing that I think Sirius wants is they want Dave to be on more. I know they've wanted me to be on more. And I think Dave, I have no problem doing more. I've always said that. I've been always open with people who listen to the Yak and saying, here's the deal. If they paid more, I would do a 2-hour Yak every day. They don't pay enough for me to do a 2-hour Yak every day. And I think Dave, obviously, his price is higher than mine. So he's like, hey, if you guys want me to do 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, you have to back up the truck. And I don't think they're going to do that.
But plus, Dave couldn't do 2 or 3 hours a day anyway. He's not built for that. No way. He couldn't.
He could if you had the right people around him.
That's true, I guess.
You need to. Probably me. Eddie does a really good job with him. You need the right people around him because Dave, when he's interested, there's no one better besides Kirk Minihane.
Right.
But I think that's really where it comes down to, and I think Sirius is they're kind of blowing this because there's so many different ways that we can reach our audience. Our audience is so big, and people will absolutely cancel subscription. And like Erica said, I saw an Instagram story or something. What does Sirius have that's under 35?
Nothing. I have Sirius. So I have the app or whatever. I don't listen to Stern anymore, and I listen to and I almost never listen to. I listen to Bruce Springsteen channel, the '80s channel, and Tom Petty. I think I'm about maybe the average age of a listener of Sirius. Maybe it might even be higher.
I think their youngest thing is Pandora.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's
just
where
the
younger people would be.
Right,
listening.
but I just mean the Sirius, like the channels they offer themselves. I mean, I have no idea.
But it is interesting when they announce like $120 million because
it's not true. It's not true.
Yeah,
it's not true.
One, it's not true, and two is let's say it's $80 million. It's not $80 million. This is my favorite on Twitter too. When people would tweet at Jeff Bezos and be like, you could cure world hunger like with all your money in 1 second. It's like, well, no, because he doesn't have a checking account with like $10 billion sitting in it. That's not how it works. So I don't think Howard Stern's going to get just an $80 million check. Like you said, he's got a 40-person staff or whatever it may be. But the whole thing is fascinating. I can't believe that Sirius wouldn't make a more competitive offer. But then again, it seems like they've talked for a while now, and this is kind of the end.
So talk to me quick before we get to the other stuff. Obviously, you and Steve Robinson are battling. Steve is part of the Go Woke, Go Broke Society. Right, Steve?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's why no one's watching the NBA. It's because they're the handmaidens of China. They love concentration camps. If you watch the NBA, you're basically acquiescing to the internment of the Uyghur.
It almost be like rooting for Germany at the 36 Olympics.
Correct. That's exactly what it's like. Right. So only someone who was like ignorant and naive of what's happening in China, or someone who approved of what's happening in China, would watch the NBA.
So it's not so right.
I think that's why the ratings are down.
It's not so much a debate, Dan. The question is really, is it
which side? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you rooting? Yeah. Are you stupid, or are you just rooting for the communists and Nazis? Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I guess I'm either a communist or I'm pro concentration camp.
Or just a dumb lib, right, Steve?
Yeah. I would phrase it.
It's one of the three. I don't think there's any other alternatives.
Are you dumb, or do you want to exterminate Muslims?
Right. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, tough question.
Answer the question, Kamala.
So, Steve, I have a follow-up question for you. Do you think that the ratings being down have anything to do with the time of the year and the fact that we're in October and this isn't basketball season?
A classic debate move. Answer a question with a question.
Scrub that, Steve.
I would say...
I do agree with you, Steve, a little bit, by the way. I do agree with you a little bit that there are some people... I hate...
I actually don't.
Like everything... Yeah. Well, like everything in the world, I hate pretty much everyone's side of every argument because everyone is being obtuse and ignoring just basic facts. So the Clay Travises of the world who won't mention the fact that the Stanley Cup Finals was down, I think, 60%, or the Preakness was down 50%, or the U.S. Open was down 50%. Like, did those people go woke? That didn't seem to really work with the NBA narrative. And then there's people who say there's zero, like, Darren Ravel said there's 0% chance, or the get woke part has nothing to do with the down ratings. And I disagree with that too, because I think absolutely it's tuned some people out and it's absolutely lost some customers. But the truth is somewhere in there, and no one really wants to actually have an honest conversation.
Here's just something I just legitimately don't get this. I don't get it. Now, I understand total viewership may be down or whatever. Ratings being down, what I don't get is way more people are home. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
That's the thing.
But like, what are people doing? I mean, I don't get the people aren't watching this. Like, what else is going on?
I know, Steve, you had a problem with what I was saying on the rundown the other day, but I really do think we are creatures of habit when it comes to our sports calendar. And having the NBA Finals in the middle of October when it's baseball season and when it's football season is just bizarre. It's a bizarre thing to watch, and I think people just aren't accustomed to it. I mean, I can't tell you why on Friday night. Maybe people are watching Netflix. I don't know. That new Challenger documentary was a spicy one.
It was a good one.
Didn't turn out well. No spoilers.
Well, it depends on which side you're on, but yeah, go ahead.
That's true.
Yeah.
If Steve is anti-teachers, right?
Steve,
you want a private
that's
school.
That's a good point.
Private school.
I mean, if you think about it, Steve is pro-Russia and anti-teacher, so for him it was actually worked out pretty well.
If she was a private school teacher, Steve would have been mourning for years and years.
Congressional investigation.
The teachers union would have blood on their hands if that was the case.
So, but you Sunday,
think? Oh yeah, go
Sunday,
ahead.
Sunday. Like, of course, no one's watching the NBA Finals on a Sunday when football's on. Like, that's crazy to me that people would argue that. And of course, the ratings are down. I do think the woke part has at least a part in it. But if you're going to talk about the ratings being down for the NBA and then you don't mention hockey, golf, horse racing, I just know that you're being dishonest and like bad faith when you're arguing.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I'll talk to some people, like relatives or people who are like, "Oh, I don't watch the NBA right now because they have the uniform, the numbers." I'm like, I know you're not watching the NBA anyway. You're just saying that because you read it. So that's bullshit too. Like there is something to it. But like, do you think the Masters the ratings will be down because it's in November this year? Like, I'm going to watch it. Well, I mean, year to year it'll be down because Tiger won last year. So that's a bad example. But I mean, so you think it'll be way down?
Yeah, well, I think it will be down. Even if Tiger didn't win last year, I think it would be down just because you're going to go up against football on Saturday and NFL on Sunday. Like, I know personally, I love the Masters. I love watching the major golf tournaments. I will probably not be tuning in much to this Masters because I'll be watching football. And I think I'm a large majority of the regular sports fans out there that when it comes to the fall, it's football, and then, a little bit of baseball in here because we're used to it, but we really are just creatures of habit. In the NBA doing okay, maybe in the summer when there was no other sports and it was a novel thing, I get. And there's also, the Heat do nothing, and then the Lakers, the Lakers are a marquee franchise, but I just think there's more to it than just simply saying, well, they knelt me for the national anthem, and that's why no one's watching.
I would agree with that.
It's not over yet, is it? I don't even know. No. God, it's pathetic how little I know. The series isn't over, is it?
No, Friday night is game 5. Yeah.
What's the spread? Lakers by 7.5?
Yeah, it's been around there. I don't know what it is for game 5. It's been like
Steve.
7-9.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
I would say
you probably saw me tweet it the other night when Tyler Hero hit that 3-pointer. Yeah.
I think that there's also competition in the forms of the greatest reality television show everyone's ever seen. Like, I think CNN and MSNBC and Fox News are also competing with the sports outlets because the news is so crazy these days. Like, there's so many things competing for people's attention. I agree with that, but I do think that there's an exhaustion with all of the social justice warrior stuff that's happening, like in Hollywood and all the big celebrities doing that kind of thing. People just kind of tune it out. They don't want to turn on their TV to watch, some mindless sports.
Yeah, but it's not.
And then be lectured
but it's not affecting. It's not affecting the NFL ratings are okay, right?
I think they are. And of course, an election year, remember in 2016?
Yeah, it was crazy.
When people were saying, well, the NFL's dying. Oh, whoops, maybe it was because it was an election year.
Right.
And that had something to do with it. So the way I always approach it is the NFL is king. Football is king in America. Football will never, suffer. And of course, basketball is going to be a secondary sport. I also think there's a backlash because basketball is like a very cool, trendy sport to follow on Twitter. And I think people like to dunk on those people when football, proves year after year how popular it is and how much bigger it is than basketball. I know that I get mad when I see people saying oh, basketball is coming, the NBA is coming for football.
Yeah, bullshit.
Look at the NBA. Shut up. No, it's not. It's never gonna. I love basketball. I watch basketball all the time, but it's never going to be football. And it never, America will never stop loving football. And I don't know. I'm rambling now.
Take it easy. Relax. Jesus, take it easy. Relax.
Well, the window, the door opened on my porch, so it just swung open. And my dog started running around.
More importantly, you're still reading this book of yours, right?
Yeah, I am reading this book.
How long have you been reading it for?
I'd say about a month and a half.
Okay. Which book is this?
It is I actually don't know what it's called. It's the book. It's the Jeff Pearlman book about Kobe and Shaq.
I read it. I read it.
You did?
I read it.
Okay.
I read it.
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Don't tell me how it ends.
It's a Three Ring Circus, it's called.
Yeah, yes. Three Ring Circus. It's a great book.
It's very good.
And I'm working on it, It takes time. Things take time.
It's got to be, that's true. I interviewed Pearlman on the old podcast about, I think, one of those books. It's got to be hard to write a book when basically the thesis of the book is Kobe Bryant is a fucking asshole. And before just when you're done and clearly getting ready to publish it, the fucking guy dies. That has got to be a rough beat. Because that really is the book. Kobe is a fucking prick. The whole book.
Yeah, and it must have been such a mind fuck. And he wrote that foreword that basically acknowledged that. But how can you, even that foreword, you're just reading it, you're like, okay, but we're about to dive into Kobe being an asshole all the time. And he just died. So, yeah, that's bad timing for him.
It's
I'm working on it.
It's a very easy book to get through, though. I mean, very easy.
Nah, don't shame me like that.
No, I know. I feel
that.
like a dick, but it's very. I mean, that's like candy. That book. This is not work. You should blow through that book.
There's not enough pictures. That's the only problem. I want to know. I don't know what Kobe looks like.
You don't know what Phil Jackson looks like?
I don't know what Kobe and Shaq look like. I'm really struggling with that part.
The worst part,
fictional characters.
The worst part of books, and this is why a book like that is good, is they don't spend that much time. Like when I read a biography, I've said this. I fucking hate like when they were kids or when they were in high school. Like I don't want to read that stuff. I just want to get to the stuff like I almost already know about. Oddly,
the salacious stuff.
Yeah, just the stuff.
But on the counter to that point, I do want to know about Kobe being a psycho in high school because he was a psycho. Like some of the stories about how serious he took everything at such a young age, it's crazy. He's really truly like 1 in a billion when it comes to that type of focus.
Yeah. What else? Steve, you got anything?
Yeah. Have you guys had any conversations about what you're going to do with like the Yak and all the different Barstool radio shows if you guys leave Sirius? I'd just be interested to know. I think there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah. I mean, some of the conversations have been like, how can we keep doing similar shows? I think there's the miscalculation by Sirius is there are so many different ways to get to your audience.
Exactly.
Like YouTube, streaming, Twitch, all these. And that's not even talking about we could go sign with, a different company, different radio company. So we'll be fine and we'll keep doing it. You know what I mean? It's not, I think there's obviously some nervousness around the fan base and maybe the office that when Dave sends that tweet, it's like, oh, okay, well, radio's done. We're going to pack up everything that happens during the day and never do it again. I don't think that would be the case ever. So we'll find a way to keep doing some live stuff throughout the day, especially the shows that have been going for a very long time.
Well, I think there's like just a big value to having a Barstool product going out live throughout the day. Because in the same way that like the Kirk Minihane Show is kind of like a 24-hour story, that's kind of what Barstool has going on, almost like a soap opera.
I also find it strange that you have a massive... I mean, one of the great radio talents of the last 50 years just on the sidelines during this negotiation. It's a weird card not to play if you're Barstool. Like, we have this giant just looming.
No, Willie came back to the office.
Oh, did he? Okay, good. I was concerned.
Yeah,
I was worried about that. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, we should like get to the end of the negotiation. And then you should just walk in like Ben Affleck in Good Will Hunting and just be like, all right,
regardless of
yes. What's up, motherfuckers? Like, I want my retainer.
Could happen.
I would love that. I'd love to see you negotiate with
I did some serious work, and it didn't. And Barstool decided they didn't want to use me anymore, as I recall, a few months ago.
I don't think that's how it went. Was it?
No, it was. It was.
Well, that's my recollection of the event, anyway. I don't know. I think
you guys, you're at such peace right now with everyone. It's amazing. Do you feel a little ashamed knowing that you bullied a pregnant woman?
Well, I mean, considering I donated the seed, I don't feel that bad about it. That was the trade off. Yeah, we sent the vial over, we shipped it over FedEx, and then when that kid's going to have receding hairline at age 3 and be like, oh really, Mom? Any examples? Get any examples?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Anything else? That sounds great, Mom. Yeah. Mom, all I'm asking for is consistency on this. That's it. That's all I want, Mom.
I find you very hypocritical, Mom, with my nap schedule.
You're a fraud. I do wonder how I am going to be interested in watching the Barstool monitoring of a female on-air employee as she goes through pregnancy and childbirth. I suspect it'll be a live birth in the studio, right?
Yes, it has to be. I was joking with Kate, though, because the idea of Barstool HR being equipped for like maternity leave, there's no way that anyone ever thought about that.
No.
Ever.
Well,
they were scrambling.
You must be, I guess, a little jealous of the attention that she's getting because you went through the Barstool parent routine.
It's not the same when you're a guy, though. I mean,
I know in some ways it's harder.
How is it harder?
You try to navigate exactly the role you're supposed to do.
What are you talking about?
That's the most Steve thing ever. Steve being like, you know what childbirth is really hard on?
The guy.
The man.
Come on, they've got drugs now. Come on, they don't even feel a thing.
It's a good point. Yeah, they get all the credit.
They get all the credit. It's the happiest day for them. The guy's like, should I be in the room? Should I not be in the room? Should I be working? Paternity leave? What's the rule for a man in modern society during childbirth? It's tough.
Do you think she's going? Do you think she'll want to go to like China to give birth to the baby? Do you think she would rather have their health care in the system over there, or do you think she'll do it in America?
Well, they have nationalized health care, right?
They certainly do.
Yeah.
Now, of course,
they're ahead of us.
Of course, if she has a girl, they're going to throw it in the river. But that's a different part of the conversation.
For the first child, she might be okay. The second child,
true.
people tend to avoid. Checking.
Yeah.
So
risk we take. Yeah.
So far, the Deion Sanders experience is an A+, correct?
A+. Yeah, I enjoy being with him. I enjoy doing the show with him. I think he's very, very funny. And, the travel sucks, but I think we're actually going to fix that a little bit. He's going to come up to New York a little bit more. So that will make it a little easier on Dave and myself. But yeah, everything's been great.
Did you agree with me at all, or were you more on Dave's side about the Goodell filleting and Dave not having any issue with it at all? I have to admit, stupefied me a little bit.
Well, I had a little bit different take because I was sitting next to Dave when Deion told him, like, "Hey, I'm going to have Goodell on. Is it cool? Can you not make a big deal of it?" So I knew it was coming too.
Right.
I did think the interview was a little over the top. I listened to it through your podcast, so when you guys kept on playing it, but Dave's answer, I think it's the right one. Like if I did a Goodell interview and I sucked Goodell off, Dave would rightfully so be like very, very upset. Deion has no
right.
He just showed up like 2 months ago and he's got. I do think we do this weird thing sometimes at Barstool where we expect everyone to be ride or die to the max, like from day one, and that's just an unrealistic thing to expect out of people, especially someone like Deion Sanders.
Well, to be fair though, even in last week's podcast, Dave said that that's kind of what he expects from employees, though. The one with Eddie,
from long-time employees. Yeah, long-time employees, like people who've been with him for a long time. Yeah, of course, like that. But if we're going to hire someone, like where else would you go? Like if you went to ESPN, if someone went to ESPN, would you expect them to be like, all right, well, here's a list of like people that we hate or grudges that we have that you can you have to also adopt? I don't know.
I guess
I don't think the world works like that.
No, I wouldn't.
Dave could have. He could have been mad, but I think this was more of like a team player thing. Like, hey, Deion's starting a new podcast. I just wish Deion had gone in depth a little bit more with Goodell.
What would you do?
The best athlete ever.
Right. Well, yeah. What would you do? So if by some miracle the NFL says, yeah, Goodell wants to come on with you guys, like how would you play that? Because you would have to do it in a way where Goodell would stay on for a while. You'd have to be playful to some extent, but then you have to worry about balancing it off, and then you have to ask the questions. That actually would be a tough spot for a guy like you in that situation.
Yeah, it would be tough. I don't think there would be any in a million years that we would do that interview because he would put restrictions on it. Right. And contrary to maybe some people's beliefs, like we don't do interviews that have restrictions. We don't do even for instance, we've had a couple big time guests, like huge A-list guests, come across we'll have the potential to maybe interview them, but they'll be like, okay, you have 20 minutes with them, and we'll say no. It's like, what can you do in 20 minutes? Like, people will be disappointed if they listen to a 20-minute interview with this A-list person, and then they're sitting there like, why didn't you ask this? Why didn't you ask that? Why didn't you ask this? So we definitely turn down interviews, and I think Goodell would never do it, but I would probably try to be subtle at first, and then towards the end, try to really ask some real hard questions. And I don't even know if it would be about Dave. It would be more about just how he's a fraud through and through. Like the Deflategate thing probably would be 4 or 5 on my list of things that he's done that are fraudulent, Are you enjoying
does the NFL season feel normal to you or no?
It does. I mean, these stops obviously are going to be weird, but it's crazy. I can't fucking stand these Twitter blue checkmark losers that every single time there's a positive COVID test, it's like, well, the NFL season's over. Well, they should have never done this. Shut the fuck up. There's no bubble. If you don't have a bubble, you're going to have delays in the season. Baseball has shown us that. Just relax. It will work itself out. They'll figure it out, and we'll keep moving. So I just can't stand those people. That's actually the most annoying part is those people that every single time we get a positive test, they're almost rooting for it. It's very bizarre.
Oh, no, there's no question. But how are they going to – I know nothing about this. Where's the Super Bowl going to be?
I think Tampa still. I don't think there'll be anyone there. Although Florida, I just saw.
Yeah, did you see yesterday?
Miami. Yeah, well, I saw that DeSantis. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah, the whole stadium. If they wanted to, they could seat 70,000, right, or something.
It's crazy, and this is. I mean,
that is
the whole
nuts, Steve. No.
No, that's insane. It's fucking insane. I don't even know if they're going to have it.
They're not.
Yeah, but even if you don't believe, even if you don't believe in coronavirus, which is crazy to begin with, you'd be insane to go to a packed stadium right now, right? Like there is levels.
Well, there's plenty of insane people though. I mean, there are insane people protesting in the streets. There are insane people going to motorcycle rallies.
But they would not bang out 70,000 people. No fucking way.
The liability issues would be pretty extraordinary. Dan, do you know if anyone at Barstool has caught coronavirus?
I mean, Dave has said he had it. So,
well, let me say, is there anyone who has tested positive for coronavirus?
Not that I know of. No.
I feel like I know Kevin tested negative, but I think I felt like he definitely had it. He thinks he had it.
I was just going to say, it's great that Barstool Sports has better operational security during a pandemic than the White House.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yes. What is your take on all of that? The plague taking everyone down there, Steve. Were you worried? Were you sitting vigil?
It hasn't taken anyone down yet. I mean, we haven't heard about Chris Christie, but
that's amazing.
Thoughts and prayers for the big guy. But no, I mean, it was stupid. It was totally stupid and reckless for them to do it. But the playbook is obvious. Trump's going to come back. I had coronavirus. It's easy. It's no big deal. We're going to defeat it. He's going to run against the lockdowns, and that might be his most successful path forward.
Did you see the people tweeting about him gasping for air the other night?
I did. Yeah, the video looked weird. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what are you laughing about?
I'm laughing that this is.
That the president's suffering?
Well, of course he's a woke. He's a woke.
That's not what I'm laughing.
He's a 73-year-old man gasping for air.
Typical woke blue check mark pro NBA. Like this is just anti-Trump stuff. It's unbelievable.
No, I'm actually laughing at all the.
Keep in mind, this is a guy who's going to quit because Dave was going to interview the president of the United States. I mean, let's be fair about this. Go ahead.
No, I was actually Steve on your side. I was laughing. I get a chuckle out of it's the same people that like every day will do the thread about like the Russia investigation when that was going on, and I only loosely follow all of this stuff, but the people who are like zooming in on his face and breaking it down like it's all 22 NFL film, being like, see him gasp here, he's probably struggling, like in the next 24 hours he's probably going to collapse and die, and like all these people freaking out, like he probably went up a flight of stairs. I fucking gasped for air too when I go up a flight of stairs.
I'm not in any position to judge that because when Hillary collapsed on 9/11 before the last election,
you were leading the charge.
I was like zooming in on the picture. I was like, look, that's where her colostomy bag was.
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy to watch from afar and see these people just they hang on everything. And they and I remember there was a video once of like Trump moving a glass of water. He moves a glass of water before like every meeting. Yes. And people are like, look at how unhinged he is.
Yeah.
He's moving this glass of water. It's like, how fucking go outside. Stop looking at Twitter for a second. Just fucking put your head down. I'm looking forward to November 4th because that's the start of the Mac season. I don't even know what's happening on November 3rd.
That's right. That's exactly right. What do you need the Minifans to do to get gambling legalized in Massachusetts? Because they can make it happen.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Are you guys going to start being like sharps and giving out picks?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hammer that fucking under. Hammer the fuck out of it. Hammer.
You knew the spread. You knew the spread for Friday. I think it's coming though. I think it's one of the states. It seems like I would imagine most states at this point, especially with the pandemic, like they're gonna accelerate this because they need the tax money, right?
Yeah, I would think.
So,
I mean, it feels like
legalized marijuana. There's a bunch of those issues that have been on the cusp.
Yeah, I would agree.
The fucking idiot Cuomo won't do it. I don't know what's going on.
Killer Cuomo. Killer Cuomo. He's a killer. That grandmother couldn't have a funeral, but John Lewis had 50,000 people at his funeral. White power.
Steve, what is your take on what's your prediction for the election if you had to bet on it?
Ooh, he's picking Biden.
Yeah. If the election happened today, I would say it'd have to be Biden. I think Biden's got a pretty significant advantage, but it's going to be about how people respond to Trump coming out of the gate and running against the lockdowns. I think that's probably his most successful thing. Will it be the best overall in terms of American survivability of the pandemic? Probably not. But I think that there's a lot of frustration with the lockdowns. And if he comes out as the person who's going to restore normality, as opposed to Biden, who wants to keep the lockdowns, national mask mandates, that'll probably help him. It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close.
Glad you asked that question.
Well, you would agree we've reached like max polarization. There is no point.
It's not possible.
Like,
it's not.
It can get so much worse.
I disagree. Oh well,
there's this illusion that if Biden wins, everything goes back to normal. No. It's going to get so much worse.
Well, on social media, it'll get back to more normal.
No, in real life, in social media, everywhere, it only gets worse after November. No matter who wins.
Think that? I think that like even these guys doing a debate with each other is so stupid to me because like who in their right mind is going to watch this debate and be like, oh, that guy made some good points. They just fucking yell at each other and they yell over each other.
That's why
I actually appreciated the debate last night. I had it on in the background for maybe 5 minutes, but that was the beauty of it. It was like old politics where everyone talks in generalities. No one gives a real answer, and they're very respectful to each other. And
you know what it was? It was the debate version of buying pancakes for the table.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was
everyone just kind of
civility had its moment in America last night. For a classy guy like you, that's what you like to see.
Yeah, I just like to zone out and not actually pay attention to any of it.
that's the best way to do it, but okay.
Yeah, and no matter who gets elected, we're all going to be fucked over because the game has been rigged since the beginning of time.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, anything else for Dan Steve?
Yeah, I mean, final question: do you support stacking the Supreme Court?
Interesting.
Are you? So you're pro-life, pro-choice? I would imagine. Which one are you?
Pro-life.
You're pro-life. Okay. Oh yeah. Actually, I shouldn't have. That was dumb.
Jesus Christ, God.
Well, that was.
I would say, by pro-life, you mean has he bombed abortion clinics? The answer is yes.
Correct.
That's what we're talking about.
3 this week. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The real tragedy of an abortion is the man having to pay for it, right?
Well, that's the man, right? The man. I mean, the burden the man has to go through for that is the worst.
Oh, the taxpayers, really.
Well, not only that. I mean, how about in these times, Dan? If a guy goes, he can't even go. He's got to wait outside in his car for like 2 hours before she comes back out. I mean, that's what a pain in the ass that is.
God.
That's not easy.
Steve's thinking about. Yeah, Steve. Oh my God!
Christ.
You guys are the fucking worst.
It's fucking gross.
You guys are the worst. I don't know enough about the Supreme Court to say one way or the other.
Here's the thing, though. Don't forget this before we let you go. By the time you finish your book on the Lakers, you'll be able to start Julie DeCaro's book, which comes out next year.
Oh, I'm going to be in that. I'm sure.
Oh, I know I am. Trust me.
Psycho.
I know I am.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a grifter! Like how is people not figuring out like her entire act is full of shit?
I think
most people have.
I think they have. Yeah.
That's why she's working at Deadspin. Most people have figured it out.
Is she still there?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't even know what Deadspin is now. I mean, like I know they wrote that hit piece on Erica the other day, but like I don't know what the hell. It feels like they're
could be just a robot.
Maybe.
Yeah, and that guy who wrote the hit piece, I know. He's like an all-time coward because I went up to him. He blocked me on Twitter. He had a magazine that he handed out outside of Blackhawks games for many, many years. And I went up to him like, I don't know, in 2012. And I was like, hey, why'd you block me on Twitter? And he's like, oh, it wasn't me. It was probably someone else who runs the account. I was like, okay, coward.
Sam Fells? Is that his name?
Yeah, he's been doing that thing forever. I've gotten a lot better just tuning out all these people, and my life is so much better for it.
It sounds like Big Cat's keeping an enemies list, though.
Yeah,
that was a throwback to 2012.
Listen, I have an enemies list, but I don't really like. It's more an enemies list that if I see a byline by someone that I'm an enemy with, I just know right away to not read it, to totally disregard it because everything they say is full of shit.
God, I wish I had that perspective in life. Life would be so much easier.
Yeah, I know you would. I mean, yeah, it would be a lot easier for you. You probably would be a lot happier and,
have more
have to go to the hospital every couple months.
Well, I'm happy for Harry Minihane, I'll tell you that, because I do think my friendship with Eric Nardini is going to pay off. I think there's a chance Harry's going to be in the Royal Rumble next year. I actually believe that.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
This is that instantly you can get whatever you want. I want to interview Vince McMahon so badly.
Yes.
That would be incredible.
I think this pays this equal for Harry. Roman Reigns turning bad, and this almost washes itself out. Like I think he's actually able to now intellectually and emotionally handle that news.
Yeah. Wait, I have a couple questions for you guys. What's up with Blind Mike? Is he? I heard that he's going to take the rest of this year off. Is he doing okay?
He's doing. I mean, I texted him the other day. He's doing okay. Yeah, he's sort of. You know what it was? Is like so he's going through his own stuff, obviously with the site stuff, but he just didn't. This show, this particular cycle in this world and social media can eat you up, and I just don't think he wants to do it anymore. I actually don't think he's going to be back. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to be back.
I actually respect the hell out of that, to have the wherewithal to say hey, maybe this is not the right thing for me, because I think about that all the time. I mean, I love my job, but there's times that I get burnt out. I'm like, I just fucking walk away from everything and just delete everything and just, go live my life.
The guy was working almost 7-8 hours a week. I mean, it can fuck you up. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. Not easy.
Oh man, that's when you put it that way.
Well, I mean, what else?
Have you seen this Fleetwood Mac meme going around? It's driving me insane.
The guy skateboarding on the drinking cranberry juice. Why is it driving you insane?
Yeah. What?
I love Fleetwood Mac. One of my
really?
Rumors, I think, is the greatest album of all time.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? What? You do really?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What?
But why is that shocking? You don't think it's one of the greatest albums of all time?
It's not music for men.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's not music for men. It's just not. It's not. Okay. There's no hair in there.
Well, you're not a lover. You're not a lover.
Rumors is a fine album, but there's not hair on the chest of that album. You know what I mean?
You're not a lover. That's the problem. You've never felt passion in your life.
That's what. Go Your Own Way.
Yeah.
Don't Stop.
Dreams, Landslide.
You make loving fun.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this before you get to that. I like Stevie Nicks' solo career better than Fleetwood Mac.
Interesting. I mean, she's phenomenal, obviously.
Yeah.
One of the
Mac's your favorite group?
No, it's not my favorite band. I said Rumors is in my estimation, start to finish, the best album of all time. I'm talking about start to finish.
Idiotic.
There's no bad song.
It's okay.
Maybe Songbird, but just remember that Silver Springs was left off and it should have been put on.
I'll remember.
And that's an unbelievable song.
So when you're in your car today as a grown man and Don't Stop comes on, you're shaking that ass driving around?
Now, that song is a little bit, because that song got commercialized a little bit too much.
You think?
So, yeah.
Or even
that one's a little bit.
Even Go Your Own.
Clinton,
even
right?
Go. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Even Go Your Own Way. You're like.
Yeah.
Still.
You never feel, you just want to you want to hear songs about being a proud American and driving around New Jersey.
You think Bruce Springsteen's songs are about being a proud American?
Yeah, born in the USA.
You're an idiot. But yes, but for Eddie Van Halen, for me, if Van Halen's music was fun, I loved Van Halen, so I'm okay with some fun. That's okay. But go ahead, get to the.
Wouldn't you be upset if people were memeing Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, they do it all. I see those all the time. Yes, so that upsets you.
It upsets me more that we're so void of culture in America now that we're people are who is Fleetwood Mac?
Listen to this guy.
How is that possible? How is that possible that people don't know who Fleetwood Mac is?
Well, here's the thing though, Fleetwood Mac. Well, here's the problem: is Fleetwood Mac broke up so long ago, and then they've had some comebacks, but they've never really. They didn't stick around long enough. The Eagles got back together and toured together for a long time. The Stones are still together. Fleetwood Mac has been so disjointed that you don't really know what they are. And they haven't. I mean, when's the last time Fleetwood Mac had a relevant song?
Well, yeah, of course. But it's historical stuff. Don't you think the appreciation of music? I guess maybe I'm just, I like classic, rock and,
so do I love it
from different eras.
It's my whole life.
But maybe that's just lost on everyone, I guess.
Well, you got to remember,
I was just shocked. I was shocked when people were what is this song, Dreams? What is this band, Fleetwood Mac? I'm what do you mean, what is this band, Fleetwood Mac?
But I would say Fleetwood Mac has not moved into that, they just haven't transitioned the Eagles or the Stones, or whether you like them or not, or Bruce or Neil Young. For some reason, they didn't make that first class journey. I don't know why that is, but I don't think they did. I think Stevie Nicks is a bigger figure than Fleetwood Mac now.
Okay, I would buy that. I'm actually, speaking of which, I'm doing. I have a standing date. I have to set a date with Ned Stark to do their Grateful Dead show. So I'm going to do that.
For Christ's sake, what a low! You're above that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
No, I'm a loyal Minna fan. Why the hell can't I do that?
Because.
You don't want me to do that? I won't do it, but I'll do it.
You can do it I hate the Grateful Dead, by the way.
Yeah, you would. You would. Because you probably never... Well, no, you've never, smoked pot, eating mushrooms. Like you're too.
I hate endless jams. I just fucking hate endless jams. I just shut up and sing.
It's all one song, baby.
I hate Fish. Just shut up and fucking sing. Sing about your dad, please. God. Like what are you doing? Jesus.
I like all of it. I like Fish. I like Grateful Dead. I like Fleetwood Mac. I actually never have gotten into Bruce. So maybe I'll try that. Okay,
yeah, it's okay. You don't have to. So is Fleetwood Mac your favorite band?
No.
Who's your favorite band?
I don't know. That's just a weird question to ask. Like,
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Perfectly normal question to ask.
I've listened to so many different bands that I couldn't. Like, if I had to pick one band for the rest of my life that I had, like, I could never listen to any other music, right. I probably would go with I would probably go to Queens of the Stone Age or Grateful Dead.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Is that an okay answer?
No, but that's okay. But I also don't like music snobs. Like if you like the Grateful Dead, you like the Grateful Dead. Like I don't have a problem with that.
I agree with you there.
I don't like the people who are
music
like
is so subjective.
Yeah.
It's so subjective.
People are like Springsteen sucks. I'm like, well, okay. I think Rush sucks, but you like them. I don't like the Who, but you like them. I never get that.
Wait, you don't like Rush?
I don't like prog rock. It's just not my thing. It's not. I like yacht rock more myself.
So you're a Hall & Oates type of guy?
I love Hall & Oates. Toto.
Hall & Oates is great. Hall & Oates is
Steely
great.
Dan.
I love Hall & Oates as well. I love Steely Dan.
Steely Dan's great. Give me, I'm trying to think of another great, Michael McDonald.
What's your favorite Steely Dan song?
Ooh. See,
I love, by the way, that Steve has just gone. This is the best way to get Steve to shut the fuck up because there's no way he even listens to music.
It's almost like I directed it that way in a weird way. What, do you know who Steely Dan is, Steve, or no?
I know who Steely Dan is.
What Steely Dan do you like?
I pulled a bunch of bumpers for Howie for Steely Dan.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Like the hits or no?
Yeah, just the hits. I don't even remember what the name of the songs are.
You don't? Yeah. I think Chevy Chase was in Steely Dan for a while, right?
Was he?
I think he was a drummer for them I've heard that.
I sometimes will fantasize about being Chevy Chase at his heyday and how awesome that would have been.
It's funny you said that. Last night I'm flipping around, and I would say Fletch is one of my 5 favorite comedies ever. Fletch was on, and it's hard to articulate to somebody. You talk about Fleetwood Mac. Hard to articulate to somebody how awesome Chevy Chase was from SNL till about. I'll even give you Christmas Vacation if you want. For 10 years, 12 years, he was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. Better than Murray, in my opinion. I enjoyed him more at his peak.
He had it all. Good looking.
Yep.
Height of people partying, no cell phones, probably incredible drugs. Yep. He had it all.
Yeah, that good sarcasm. He was the cool guy. He was in on the joke. He was awesome.
And then he turns out that he used those 10 years to be a dick to every single person in the world. Yeah.
And then he got unfunny, which is what old people like. I don't know. I'm already starting to get worried now that I'm just too old. Like I don't understand what the fuck is going on half the time. So.
Oh, I have that too. Yeah, I've always said it. I've had moments in all the time where I'm like, man, is this how it's going?
Well, we've talked about this
now.
You and I have talked about this with employees of the company. I'm like, maybe it's just because we're old. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the back to the Fleetwood Mac thing when people were talking about dreams and this is crazy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you not know this song? So I feel old sometimes.
Is Talk to Me a Stevie Nicks song or a Fleetwood Mac song?
I think it's Stevie Nicks.
Is it? That's
Wait,
a good
what
song.
is your favorite? What's your favorite? I never got your favorite Steely Dan song.
I almost want to say Pretzel Logic.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one. But I would say for me, Your Cold Teeth.
That's a good song.
Too. Yeah.
That's a good song.
I'm going to listen to Steely Dan for the rest of the day now.
Right.
You got me on it.
I'll go do it. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. All right. It was always a pleasure.
As always.
Talking to you guys.
Thank you.
When we got to get you to New York soon.
Well, I don't think with the given pandemic, I don't think anybody.
What about Prime? Prime's going to be there.
I would like to see Prime. I would like to see Prime. You and Prime both dye your hair. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, Prime. I mean, I don't want to affect Prime's coaching season. I don't want to get in the way of his important jobs. I'd love to be on 21st and Prime with Jamie and Prime. That would be a thrill of mine. We go around the league.
Yeah.
I mean,
you should do it. You would be great on that show.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on? I mean, it's funny. What's funny is you take Aaron Rodgers away from Mike McCarthy. All of a sudden, not so smart, huh?
Yeah, it's
right?
true.
See, there
it's
you go.
True. There's a good point.
There you go.
I had one last question. Are your t-shirts still strangling you, Kirk?
Are my what?
Are your t-shirts still strangling?
Oh, yeah. Why? You saw that?
No, I just like it. It's like you're not a crazy person when you're just ripping your t-shirt.
I have a V-neck. Well, I mean, but like, you don't ever have a t-shirt that feels too tight around your neck?
Yes, it's well for me. It's because I'm fat.
Oh,
like when I put on a t-shirt, it feels like.
But you never think of just cutting. You never just cutting a V in there, letting it breathe.
No, I don't. I just love that you do that.
I did the 10 of them the other day, just one by one. It's also relaxing in a way.
You're a special person. I'm happy that I consider you a friend.
Oh, I consider you a friend as well. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
And Steve, whatever. All right.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah, whatever to you too, buddy.
Wow.
Right. No, I love you too, Steve. All right, see you guys.
All right, see you, buddy. There he is, the great Dan Katz. Now, what can you say, Steve? You got to love the guy.
And my phone is blowing up with text messages still from people.
Oh, me too. Surprised he didn't know. I mean, he's fucking the biggest podcast or somewhere talking about Ned Snark.
I know. That was the.
Almost mad at him.
You have to admire how grounded he is.
He's a remarkably grounded person.
He's got a smaller ego than Jonathan Soroff.
Oh, for sure. He's a smaller ego. He'll have the smallest ego on that Grateful Dead podcast.
That's true. With 3 losers.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, Hydrant, of course. If you got to drink enough water, we know that. And Hydrant helps you as well. They've created a refreshing electrolyte powder that you mix directly in the water to more efficiently and effectively hydrate your body. It hydrates you quickly, keeps you going for longer. Which one do you use? The pink grapefruit, did you say, or no?
No, the lemonade.
Lemonade, okay. Yeah. Pink grapefruit as well. Only 2 grams of carbs. Packs a punch to help your body hydrate fast and, in fact, stay hydrated. 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love it, send it back for a full refund. Starts just $1 a packet for a 30-day supply. Save even more with a monthly subscription. Go to drinkhydrant.com/Kirk, drinkhydrant.com/Kirk, or enter our promo code Kirk at checkout. That's drinkhydrant.com/Kirk. Enter promo code KIRK, 25% off your first order. Drinkhydrant.com/Kirk. And thanks to Milton's and Bespoke Post. Anything else, Steve?
No, unless I guess you'll have another opportunity to talk about what you're doing with Erica.
Oh,
do you know when it's going to be released and everything?
I have no idea. We'll talk about it today for tomorrow.
Okay.
Later for today. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything? No. Well, obviously, thanks to Dan.
There's the Julie DeCaro tweet I sent you. You brought her up kind of briefly.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. She's an idiot. The moron.
I thought it was funny that Big Cat knows more about the Supreme Court than Julie DeCaro.
Mike knows more about the Supreme Court.
She's an attorney.
Mike knows more about the Supreme Court than Julie DeCaro. Jesus. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.